जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उछल जलधि तिरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगल आयक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय भारत वंदे मातरम सुजलम सुफलम मालया शीतलम सहस्या श्यामलम वंदे मातरम। जय भारत, जय संविधान, जय भारत की जनता। आज टुडे 30 January 2020, a day let's call Martyr Day, Shahid Divas. Today is that one when our father of nation Gandhiji was assassinated by Nathuram Godse. We salute sacrifices made by Gandhi to this land, and we condemn Nathuram Godse, who assassinated our leader, top leader of this nation's freedom struggle, Mahatma Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Godse, who belonged to Hindu Mahasabha as well as RSS in past, that unsound mind person, mad person, killed Gandhi from people of this country in his utter madness. I don't understand, and still it's not clear what for he wanted to kill Mahatma Gandhi, who authorized that person. And these BJP people and RSS people are very much proud of Nathuram Godse. For what? Nobody knows. And these people are in power, unfortunately. These people who worship Godse, this means they condemn Gandhi. This is unfortunate for this nation that Gandhi's killer is regarded as God, while in fact that person though is also no more. But fact remains that that person is like, or not like, actually he's a terrorist, was a terrorist. A killer of Gandhi means top terrorist of this country. He had no degree of nationalism. Even if I say our Gandhi was wrong, who he was to attack and kill Gandhiji? Who empowered that person? What authority he got from people or on his own that he resorted to this badly act, condemnable act? And at that time, Nehru told whole nation, light has gone out, or light had gone out, because Gandhi was considered a light for this nation, how to move, how to deal, and how to lead to freedom of this country. Gandhi's approach was one of many approaches. Gandhi had one approach, Netaji Subhash had another approach, and Congress moved accordingly. Some people stayed with Congress in that movement, and some people exit Congress, just like Netaji exited. Well, he had different philosophy, different track, but everybody was working for freedom of this nation, whether by staying in this country or by staying overseas. So today is really not a wonderful day, because in 1948 we lost our one of top freedom struggles. You may call him Mahatma or you may call him Father Nation, that's your choice, but he was top freedom struggle top philosophical guide, director, philosopher, advisor, and challenger. On top of all, he worked as challenger to British regime. Leave this country, leave us to God. Don't worry about us. When British people question, how shall you manage this country? How shall you handle these people? Who are you to ask us? This was the response of Gandhi. Equivalent response. Leave us to God. We have to take our own care and we know how to take care. You just leave us. We will take our care ourselves. God is there. God would help us and we will take care. Don't worry about us. Worry for yourself. So on this statement, I salute Gandhiji. Really. In those days, it was very powerful response. And also I should say, we should not forget on this day, Afridi Khan, who was a big man because he did a big job, though he was a very ordinary person, yet he achieved something that no other could do that. Afridi in 1857, I'm not talking of Gandhiji or Subhash. I think they were not even alive, or maybe they were in their adolescence in that time. And Afridi, who was a criminal in eyes of British, was in jail, maybe in some criminal case, and in Kalapani, that's now is Andaman Nicobar Islands. That jail was called Kalapani in those days, and he was very, very angry, and he had certain plans in his mind that he would assassinate Viceroy in those days. This guy was attached to some resident there, or jailer of jail, and he was an office boy there, a person who prepares teas, coffees, food, etc., and takes care of cleaning. Means all that type of work, associate work, or supporting work, or helping to jailers. This had got very good relation to jailer, working relations, and jailer had trust in this person, Khan, Afridi Khan. This Khan had been planning to assassinate Viceroy when Viceroy would visit jail. He prepared a very good knife, prepared exclusively with one go, that man should be off, should be beheaded. And the time came, a day reached when his plans were to be implemented. Viceroy came, and as soon as he got chance, he assassinated Viceroy. That was attack on Viceroy, means attack on British, and Viceroy was assassinated successfully. This Afridi, I salute Afridi, finish on behalf of this nation, that he has no record as top freedom fighter, but he was a freedom fighter, and people should pay regards to all those to whom credits are due. So I, on behalf of my country, pay regards on this day, 30th January, to that powerful leading freedom fighter, Afridi. It doesn't matter which religion he belonged to, but he sacrificed, because later on he was hanged till death. Maybe his name is not existing there, no problem at all, but fact remains fact. And we know that out of all names engraved, written on India Gate, for those who are freedom fighters who laid their lives, 75% names belong to those people who belong to Muslim community, and I salute to all those and pay my regards to them. Doesn't matter for me if someone was Hindu or Muslim or Christian or whatever else. As far as humanity is concerned, as far as love to our country Bharat is concerned, as far as your blood is for this country, you are having high position. You are above Bharat Ratan. All those freedom fighters are above Bharat Ratan. Bharat Ratan is very small in comparison to their personalities, their sacrifices, their thoughts, their will. On top of that, Bharat Ratan is very small award, so we should not think that way. every freedom fighter is above Bharat Ratan, because Bharat Ratan could be given only when Bharat was in your hand. These people are responsible to get us Bharat free of British. So we generated Bharat Ratan later on, but these people are like guardians, like fathers, like eldermen for every citizen of this country. So Bharat Ratan is nothing if you compare to their sacrifices. So we should feel pride that we had such people who lost their lives, who sacrificed themselves for sake of this land, and who are today, if you think, we don't have that sacrificial tendency in none of us. We are very big people these days. All people who are house or who are not. It's only 72 years when we have forgot what is the meaning of slavery. We have forgot. We have forgot because we are getting all facilities. We are getting education, we are getting health facility. Of course, not now, but in past, I'm talking of you just travel for about 50 years since 1947, you got gradually these facilities. Because we are having these facilities, we are having our own kingdom, our own rule, our own democracy. We do not respect what is struggle. And those people who do not respect what is struggle, those people can never move forward. Those people always dozy because they do not know how to walk and how to jump and how to fall, how to stumble. Those who know how to stumble, how to fall, they can get up. But those who do not know anything, they will just struggle for nothing. They will, I am depressed, I am not happy, and that's what it is. So those who sacrifice their lives must be respected accordingly. And if we do not do that, we miss something. It's a kind of worship if you pay regards to them. Because in country you are living in, it's not due to your efforts. It's not due to your father's effort. It is due to efforts of those people who lived their lives, and they are lakhs. They're not one or two. There's a long list. Though there was a principle of non-violence, yet violence occurred. It happened. You could not avoid that, and it happens when somebody has to leave, resign. That person directly or indirectly would work accordingly. And those people who did nothing in this country, who did not have any contribution, who never had been at loggerhead with British, they touched feet of British. They did everything British wanted for them against our national interest. They are also there. They are there and very much there. And they are these days on all positions, higher positions, stature or non-stature positions. They are seen, they are found everywhere because of our foolishness, public foolishness. I should particularly say public joint foolishness, because we forgot what struggles we had faced, our forefathers faced, because we are very much used to luxury life, a comfortable life, and we don't want to see darkness again. But forget that comfort cannot be accepted at cost of respect and regard and your nose height. Comfort has no value if you have no respect, if you have no culture, if you have no will to move or to encounter those who are not with you. There's no meaning of comfort. There's no meaning of money if you have no character, if you have no standing. Money doesn't help you. If you are not healthy, money doesn't help you. If you are not educated, money cannot help you, because money cannot buy you education, money cannot buy you health, and money cannot buy you mind. Yes, you can hire people, but that is not buying. You can use people, but what about you? You may be a billionaire, but you don't know ABCDE. What's the use of that? That's what I'm saying. So we should respect this day, 30th January, so assassination of Mahatma Gandhi or Gandhi, you can say. People don't like sometimes Mahatma, but they do not know the story behind that. So I'm not going to confer on that. We have to regard our freedom fighters in all ways, every ways, because we did not do anything to get freedom for this country. And freedom fighters are not found nowadays because either they have left this world for their family abroad, or they are very, very veteran people. We are enjoying their fruits. Those struggle of 90 years, 1857 to 1947 duration, has awarded us in 1947 freedom Freedom only from British controls, no other freedom. Just remember, there must be a classification of freedom. Now time has come. What we are talking is freedom from clutches of British, nothing else at that time. Of course, we were free, but we had to cover further distance on our own way, or our own sphere, our path as independent nation. We never called it a freedom nation, we called independent nation because we gave up independence from British. Till 1947, we were depending upon them for rules, for controls, for everything because we were slaves. But on 15th August 1947, we got rid of British regime and we started take over our own. And we took over. But many freedoms are pending since that day of 15th August 1947. Freedom to move, freedom to work, freedom to think, freedom to make money, freedom to develop nation, freedom to do all sorts of activities that were required for public. In 1947, we were like a desert. We were like a desert where there's no grass, no lake, no water, nothing. Just a desert. Sahara desert, you can find a kind of that desert. There you could not even walk. You could not even move because there was nothing. That desert was required to be converted to a green land, required to be converted to a city or a village. You can imagine if there is a desert, how can you transform that desert from status of desert to status of a developed city? This means you have a lot of work in that desert to standardize this. You have to create, first of all, fertility there. Desert is not fertile. You have to make it fertile. You have to arrange water source for this. The sun is there, of course, that's why it's a bad desert. Then you have to see what sort of air quality is there, how to do it, how to arrange machines, how to arrange humans, how to access to this area. Means mobilization is very difficult in a desert. Access to desert itself is difficult. Then you have to pave way for movement. Then you have to say whether sea exists or doesn't exist. Means just imagination is that country was a desert. We had nothing. Industrialist country. Of course, some development was there that was done for railway, for example. There may be something else, but negligible. A country which did not have any equipment on its own. Just imagine that situation. It's very easy to imagine. You are given an area, okay, guys, come out. That happens with refugees particularly. You are coming, okay, you're a refugee, thank you, you're welcome, come on. I'm giving you this small cloth, make a tent, stay there. If rain is there, you tolerate rain. If heat is there, you tolerate heat. If cold is there, you tolerate cold. I'm giving you small water and small food, eat it and sleep and work for me. That is desert. Migration is happening these days everywhere, all over the world, particularly from Africa to Europe. And from here and there, it happens. Nobody can stop that with human requirement. If there is no food, somebody will go somewhere where there is food. It happens. If I don't have food, I cannot, either I have to die, I have to kill myself, I commit suicide, or I die, or I have to go to a place where food is available. That is basic tendency of human being. So we had same thing. We had nothing because we did nothing. What we had to do? We had to start from zero, scratch, or even negative. And starting from scratch means you have nothing. You just have something. You need a pencil, you need a rubber, you need scale, you need something just to do something and think before that. And you have a picture in your mind, you can plot that on paper. So that's what we had to do. So 1947 was zero or negative. Then at that time, you are not very dynamic mind. We have soul mind, or we have very, you can say emotional mind people. We thought how to do this, and immediately what happened, and in our same act of India Independence Act, two dominions were created. Two dominions were created by British because of whatever history. I'm not going to that. We got two dominions: Bharat, India, and Pakistan. We had a separation. This means we had a partition that time, and partition means must be some migration to and this way and that way, reciprocal migration, and reciprocal migration affected, which created further civil problems. Of course, when people move in anger mood, You leave your home, go somewhere else where there's no home, and you come from other home. This happens very well. And migration of people, or reciprocal migration, resulted in havoc. Havoc, in a sense, in certain part of this country. Havoc is people from Pakistan moved to Bharat, and some people from here moved to Pakistan. And on way struggles, they struggle, they have some quarrels, some conflict, fight, or you can say situation of uprising, and this results in millions of deaths. Possibly, I'm not sure about that, but happened. People in Delhi had lakhs of farmers, tens of thousands of farmers, traders, and others migrated from Pakistan area, came to Bharat, and equally people from here who believed to stay there in Pakistan because of religion factors left this area and migrated to Pakistan. And it happened Delhi also. Some people didn't want to leave because of Muslims for many reasons. They don't know where to go. But they were beaten in Delhi. So they left their houses. They went to some other area near Old Fort, something, and they thought we'll come back. But it didn't happen. Those people who came from Pakistan, they occupied those houses, those areas. And similarly, I'll just tell you brief about what happened. Lakhs or tens of thousands of people migrated from Pakistan to Haryana now, that's Kurukshetra, Karnal, etc., and Delhi, and also there is Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and Bombay. All people migrated like this, and many lakhs of people came from Bangladesh now, which was East Pakistan that time, and they moved here to Bengal area, etc. It did impact upon south portion of our country. So they were resettled. There was a Refugee Act or Resettlement Act was passed in those days, and all these farmers, traders, and others were rehabilitated according to that government plan in 1947. They accepted all this, and I think up to many years this migration was affected, and those who came to Bharat, they became automatically Bharat citizen, and those who left Bharat, they had to surrender their citizenship, provided it was resumable if they came back after till some date. This was a kind of arrangement in statutory arrangement in that act. So people restored their positions. Some people came, they were refugees, and those refugees from Sindh, from northwest frontier, from Punjab in Pakistan areas arrived here, were resettled here in Faridabad, in Delhi, etc. Means that's another story. What I'm saying is, those people are now BJP. Originally, you can say originally. That time they were Janasangh, so that is another birth. We have to consider what was our status in those days as a nation. We were very small, powerful nation. Small, powerful, I'm saying, because we were small in potential, but we had a power of people of this country. We had a power of will. We had a power to determine, to move, to do hard work, to move our people to educated level, because we had nothing. There were only few hundred advocates or barristers. I think there were no scientists, no engineers, no professors in those days, and no developed education. Only few institutions were there. You cannot say that these institutions were able to cater the needs of this nation. So we had in a dream world actually. We had that time a dream world where we had to do everything. And for that imagination, for that vision was required, and that vision Congress was responsible for to determine, because Congress was only a party which could dominate all system, because there was no other party except some communist, etc. Well, no cannot say no exclusively let me say Congress was there. Only Congress. So a kind of domination, a kind of monopoly also was affected, and it moved accordingly up to 1962 when war with China, and in 1948 war with Pakistan. So this moved in 19, up to 1962, you can say a period of about 50, sorry, not 50, 15, 16 years. That period did not do anything to raise our army, to raise our defense forces. So we were just powerless in that case. We believed in peace, that we should be peaceful, but we did not understand peace alone is not a solution. Peace with backup of fighting, backup of your war status, backup of encountering our enemies was also important. But we did not consider anybody our enemies because Pakistan was there only. All other states were not our enemies. We did not consider China our enemy that time. That could be a mistake or no mistake. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking is that we were not ready in 15 years post 1947. So in 1940 and 1962, we could understand that just peace status, peace design was not exclusively, you can say, exclusively ample for us. We had to resort to certain, you can say, creation or certain advancement into our defense forces. So that time we could understand that we had certain requirement in that direction. So you can say later on in era of 1962 to till today, we had developed a lot. In those days, economical development was very important. Canals and you can say water resources or water bodies, artificial water bodies were created. Artificial in a sense that canal is man created, human created, and you can say dams and many other structures, wells and barrages, thousands of kilometers, lakhs of kilometers of canals for purpose of agricultural work were all important. There was no problem for water. Water was plenty, but reservation of water was very important. And reservation is reservoir, because behind dam, whatever storage of water is done, that's called reservoir. So conservation of reservoir was more important, and result was, for example, Bhakt dam is there, and so many dams all over this nation is a part of economical development, part of agricultural work. Water resources. Water is life, and we have plenty of water. So this way, if on this consideration of water, we were rich. On consideration of agricultural, we were rich. On consideration of fertility of soil, we were rich because clay was plentifully available all over this nation. And clay means agriculture is effective. In sand, agriculture cannot be effective. So that way we were rich. We were rich water-wise. We were rich soil-wise. And we had plenty of plantation, plenty of agricultural development. And this means all byproducts with that. We had animals, cows, buffaloes, all. And we had will to walk, will to work. Our economy was based on agriculture. This means 80% to 85% people were in agriculture. This means you could grow your fruit, grains, you could grow your vegetables, you could get milk from cow, and you can do all. Whatever requirement for your food is concerned, you could easily make because sun was there, sunlight was very nice, and wind was very nice, and is still very nice. So there was no problem to maintain yourself. Which problem other countries, which benefit or we advantage other countries might not have that much. If you go to West or if you go to Middle East or where, this all were cold desert or hot desert. We were having good green area and ecosystem was very nice. So there was no major problem as far as food was concerned. Meeting requirement of food was very easy. So one way we lost something, other way God was with us. That we had economy. And in those days, people were very happy, in fact. Though there were no facilities as today we have, no electricity, no bulb, no tube light, nothing, no car, nothing, no calculator, even forget computer. But people were happy. They used to work. They used to work on mathematics. They used to work on language learning. They used to work on physics and chemistry. Whatever small subjects they have, whatever they could do those days, they had an ambition to reach certain target. Every 90% of people were poor. All classes of people. They had to lead their life. They were happy. They were interested in education. In those days, those people were not educated, but their generation studied. destinations, or you can say aim, objective of life for those who had minds, who are studious, was to either become engineer, to become doctor, to become administrative, or to become any professional or something, or to be educated one. Education was of high priority, highest priority you can say. Money was a priority, but not in comparison to education. But later on became a priority. Money was more important than education. So we got educated because we had objectives in life. Every family had objective to get certain degree. In those, even be a bachelor of arts, very significant degree. Even intermediate was a degree, equivalent to degree, because in consideration, I'm not saying in your valuation, even this was inter or school certificate was important, because people were not that much educated. Even they could not even dream for education. If you were, it's just you are in the 1947, you will find like a layman, absolute layman, no sense of anything, because you are not far more educated. But in 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, our whole society changed, because there were thousands of engineers and doctors and other professionals, and then they became to lakhs. And today, 2020, we have crores. Just you see, not even hundreds or thousands in 1947 become crores in a travel of 70 years. What does it mean? If you consider it education-wise, we have advanced a lot. If you consider it money-wise, we have advanced a lot. Money-wise and education-wise. If you compare it to character-wise, we have advanced a lot, but now we are deteriorating. There was a cultured society. There was a society that had high standards. I'm not talking of religion, forget that. I'm talking of culture. Our culture is unique, was unique. But now culture has been destabilized, you can say, devalued, and a degree of nakedness has come to mind of everybody because of certain Western influence. But we were rich in culture. How to live, how to think, how to respect, how to regard, how to be integrated in society, how to act as unit in society. We were very nice people, because we did not copy others. We never copied West that time, because we did very little. We knew very little about West and others. We are just confined to our nation. And when you confine to your nation, you respect each other. So that was our sociology. You can say stratification society. Some people were very rich, hardly maybe 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. Some people weighed education more important, and some people weighed money more important. This was little different society, because those people who were illiterate, not educated, they did not understand meaning of education. For them, marriage was more important, children were more important, shop was more important, and you can say society was more important. Education was not more important for them, because they never had interface of education in their life. Just live, eat and drink and sleep and have generation. This was objective for more than 50%, 60% people. And for education also, 20, 30 people were only interested, because they just wanted to have some good life by having some intended jobs of status, to become a clerk, or to become an officer, or to become a gazetted officer, or to become a supervisor or overseer, or to become some compounder or nurse or doctor and engineer highest. But there were no many universities and institutions in this country at that time. So what I'm saying is, there were problems and problems and problems, but solutions were today. And we had to face war also with our Pakistan, because though we partitioned, we did not understand what is neighbor, neither of us, neither Pakistan nor ourselves. We could understand meaning of friendship, meaning of neighborhood, because mind was not properly set, it was not properly customized, you can say. We kept a insect of a mindset of amity for nothing. We just separated, we should be happy after that. But separation also did not cause happiness. It generated highest degree of amity, and which is of no use neither for them nor for us. After all, culture is same, blood is same, origin is same. It's like two siblings of a mother. It's like that. And I stopped to discuss that because no use. People will think I'm talking nonsense. Let them think I'm talking nonsense, but fact cannot be changed. We had to move a long distance. We moved. Our people got educated. They started controlling their social system. And then we started getting money from overseas also, because our educated people, our physically working people, our potential energies, body energies, and mental energies were being exported. We exported a lot in this way. Human resources are exported. We did not have industrial products. Industrial products were absent. We do not have an industry, no economy, but we exported ourselves. Our billions of people got jobs overseas, Middle East, West countries, and Africa countries. So we spread all over. We got money, we got foreign exchange, and nation developed gradually. Means we were lost in 1947. We were standing as beggars. We had nothing with us except God's power. And then it came end of century. Then 1999 came, and now 2020. Lot of difference is seen. Lot of difference. I'm not very well senior person. I got birth in 1955, born in 1955, means 8 years after independence. And I saw a period of 1955, 1960, 1970s when I was a student. I didn't know anything about computer that time because I didn't know anything about calculators. I didn't know we used to write on takhti. You know takhti, a wooden plain piece on which you whitewash or put some lime and write on that with some timber column, timber, you can say pen. You write on that using ink, roshnai, and you had slate stone, very 1 foot by 1 foot or 6 inches by 1 foot, framed by timber, and you write with chalk or with some other, you can say pencil, not pencil, a kind of white material. We used to write with that chalk on that and rub it again and write again and rub it again like that. No paper. We used to learn like that. Means eco-friendly management, no wastage, nothing. And then your mind remained active because you were calculating every time. You remember countings, you remember tables, and you calculate accordingly. So what's your original life? You see, an original life, a life where you can start research from, you can say innovation from. Your mind was active, your memory was active, because all these tables were in your mind. You did not go back to refer tables, so just count it, taking from mind. And so what a brilliant mind would have, you see. Of course, English was very important to be learned, but that's a language. That was a language only. But people considered if you knew English very well, you are very well educated. This was a misconception. Mathematics was not considered, but mathematics is more powerful than English. There were physics, elementary physics, and there were elementary chemistry and all elementary subjects. You had to study geography. You had to study sociology. You had to study economics, and like that. And you had to write essays. You have to understand grammar, translation. Those types of study, those types of subjects filled in your mind for applications, not just for memory. Application was more important, which stage has changed now. If you see some student who has passed the school, who has passed the degree or M degree or P degree, interact with him. You are educated people. You must be knowing that those people who are in high fray of education, they are very well educated, but common sense has not developed. There is a conflict between education standards and common sense. How to think, that is common sense. Common sense means how to develop your common understanding, how to catch problems and find solutions. That is common sense education, which is not a subject, which is not, you can say, an examination. Our examination is based on memory, or cramming, not on solid understanding, And where there is a solid understanding, those students are very brilliant because they can think. Thinking is not taught. Thinking is not given a training, which is a must. Our lapse is lack of thinking. We have highest degrees with us, but lowest thinking. Because we do not think education is a way to learn, to develop, to mold, or to train yourself, your mind, your concepts. We think it's a tool. We have considered education as an earning equipment, a machine that gets me job, that gets me money. I start for certain purpose that I should apply that. And that education, which cannot be applied in life, is only for purpose of mental happiness. That cannot be called a professional education. That cannot be a real education, because you keep your mind happy with that, that's it. Mental juice, if you want a mental juice or you want a life juice, it's up to you. You may be a philosopher, you may be a scholar, you may be a poet, you may be a story writer. Those are limited to your imaginations. What you see and how you imagine, how you transform those life or those imaginations into your essay or poetry onto that, so that when you speak it and write it, people must enjoy. That is one world of education. There's another world of education. When you learn something, you must understand. For example, in mathematics, why is mathematics difficult? It is difficult because you have to apply your mental analysis, which is not easy. How mind works, we don't know, but mind work gives two ways. One is happiness, one is stress. You want happiness, which you cannot get until you know it, until you use it, you understand it, you have clear conception. You cannot. Why you enjoy poems? Why do you enjoy shairi? Why do you enjoy jokes? Because you have no difficulty in grasping them. But you cannot enjoy calculations until you understand them. That is applicable in life, but we just do not care for that. If you speak very good English, you are an educated person. This is not thought of today. This was thought 20, 30 years, 40 years back. Who speaks English is very educated, though maybe he knows nothing about English grammar or translation. He knows nothing about mathematics. He knows nothing about physics and chemistry, but he is an educated person. That was our basis. So we have to think properly. Education is our basis. Education is our foundation. And it has been basis all over past history. If you go and see, there was Gurukula education, Sanskrit education. That was also education. Agricultural education, that was by practice. What was taught in Gurukul? Gurukul means a school run by Guru or researcher or Rishi or Muni. That school was taught subjects according to those days. They were taught agriculture. They were taught how to maintain your life. They were taught how to manage fire, how to manage timber, how to manage wood, how to cook, how to do exercises, and about other subjects. Those were applicable in those days. Now whatever is applicable, we are taught that one: physics, chemistry, mathematics, sciences, English, Hindi, grammar, whatever it is. That applies also. Without medical science, how shall you get treatment? Without Ayurveda, how shall you get treatment? Without physics and chemistry, how can you move forward? Education also applies in current times. You cannot say now that you go to Mahabharata time and read Sanskrit and you cannot move, because Sanskrit is not developed in sciences. It's not developed in applications. It is developed only in mantra for something which is not relevant to physical life. Okay, you believe in that belief, it doesn't matter. Religious factions are no more factions. These are imaginations now. These are hypothetical now. You do that only to you, not for public, not for nation, not for world. If you don't have scientific development, you cannot have calculator. You cannot have your equipment. If you don't have scientific development, you cannot have railway. You cannot have airplane. If you don't have scientific development. So current requirement is this: you must have practical knowledge. And that practical knowledge must be based on theoretical knowledge. And that theoretical knowledge must be based on research and innovation. And that research and innovation based on education. Thinking is more important than education. If your education supports your thinking, that is called education. Certificate is not my education, not your education. Certificate is only a notification respecting someone that this person is educated, not more than that. If I have a certificate of engineering degree or medical degree, it means yes, I have got education, nothing else. I can work in this field. This means this is a gateway of that, a highway that goes to some center of work, some center of development. So that's only valuation of education, but its application are more important. Every sector you come from, if you don't apply that knowledge, that is useless education. And if you apply that knowledge, this means you will understand more and more about that subject. And when you apply again and again, understand more and more, you will work on research or operational research, application research, you can say, or applied research. That is what we had to achieve since 1947, and we have moved a lot, but we have dropped a lot also. Our education had been very general, not very particular. And later on we got particular education also in form of research, specific subjects. But we just kept that to confinement of job, which is not right acceptance, which is not right path. Job is one part of life. Jobs gives you food. That is one part. But you cannot exclusively educate for job. Development is more important. But people have different lifestyle now. If you see 95% people think to survive and lead happy and comfortable life and livings, art of life, luxurious life. You need life goods, you need comfort, you need social status, you must have money, you must have education, you must have everything in life. But remember, everything is not possible everywhere in the world. America is called a very big nation, very powerful nation. Go and see their living status. Go and see how much they have. Go to England and see what they have. It's not because of money. It's because of so many factors. Some people use mind and some people use money. Both are here. But nation requires everything. We are Bharat, India, so-called India. We have all classes of people. We have poorest of poor and richest of riches. This means there are many stratifications in our society, like many other countries have, and like many other countries don't have. If you compare to Arab world, when they got oil, they got money, and their stratifications have come down. You go to these countries, if they were not spoiled, if Iraq was not ruined by America, if Libya was not ruined by America, there are some very powerful countries who want to loot others as well. That is tendency of humanity. They want to rob others. Property is yours, ownership is yours, but other men want to loot and they want to wake up. Just like British ruled us and looted us, same way it happened in many other countries. But some people are having their own resources, like whole Middle East have, Gulf have, their stratification is limited. But in our country, there is limitless stratification. Because we are first of all populous people, we have wealthy people and poorest people. Our requirements are different. So we must move accordingly. Congress government in 1947 and later on Jawaharlal Nehru became Prime Minister for many years. He concluded that he not only exclusively, I mean to say as a leader of that government, there were all ministers and many other philosophers with him. They concluded that our country should have moved in those days, combining economies of capitalism and economy of communism, you can say, combination of communism and combination of capitalism, which resulted into a kind of mixed economy and which was actually better than all other economies. Our concept was that everybody should get everything, though in limited scales. If you want food, you must have food, though you have 2 chapatis or small rice or pulses. You must get food. You must get education. You must get knowledge. You must have right for higher education and you must have right to work. This was mixed economy. You should not sleep starved. You should have minimum good medical facility. You should have cheapest fee paid education of standard. Cheapest fee, I'm saying, just try to understand young generation. Cheapest fee, when I got admission in 1961 or 60, I remember in my class 1, there was no KG at that time. Class 1 when I got, I think I remember, this school was for 11 years for higher secondary education, and I used to pay about 30 paisa or less than that in first 5 years. Then I think it was 50 paisa, and then it was 80 paisa in 9th, 10th and 11th classes. Just remember, it was not even named fee, it was called chanda, donation you can say, or contribution. Nominal fee, though it was 30 paisa or 50 paisa, were very considered high for such type of payment, but it was affordable. It was affordable, and those who could not even pay that, they were granted fee concession. What a great, see, imagination. Can you imagine today? 30 paisa means 0.3 rupee, 50 paisa, 0.5 rupee, 80 paisa, 0.8 rupee. And why I joined college? I was not expected to pay anything except very, very small amount for a year. But if you got a scholarship back, I used to give 500 rupees per year. 500 rupees per year. I got a scholarship. And that 5 years was good amount for my expenses. Say I travel by bus or walk from home to college, or I could buy certain books or papers. Means it was a good support. What I said, in those days, people used to struggle. So I used to walk sometime from home to college and back, in sometime one way, depending upon which day it was. And we traveled that whole syllabus, whole program, and then got in 78 to 80, I studied from Institution of Engineers, where also fee was only 100 rupees for examination, and I appeared in 5 examinations. I paid only 500 rupees, and I attended, tuitions or coaching where I paid only not more than 500 to 1000 rupees. So overall, you can say 2000 rupees I got whole degree. Can you imagine today? You cannot imagine today. That is why you find those people who are very senior and veteran, they have approach which you don't have. They are not very much money-minded people, but you people are exclusively money-minded. Today's education means you have to see what package you can get before taking admission. That is the only difference in life. You have exclusive consideration of what package you get. Keeping that in mind, you find which study you should do, which course you have to adopt. Keeping in mind, you say, I will get this much, and even after getting your degree, so for example, you are an engineer, passing engineering degree, and you think because engineering is not going to give me good package, I should go to management. You so deviate to management, or you deviate to IAS or somewhere else. So somewhere money dominates, not education. Money dominates, not your mind. Your mindset. Your mind has been set in general to consideration of money, not to consideration of your objective in life of nation. Nation is not captainized, world is not captainized, only money is captainized. A student who passes engineering degree, what is engineering? He does a lot work there, studies lot, analysis lot, and then when application time comes, he says, sorry, I am going to management. I am going to administrative services, or I am going to foreign country if I am so strong. So what contribution is given to this nation? That's the point of consideration. If you want a life of management, then why should you go to engineering for what? If you want to work as administrative servant, why should you give to engineering? Why should you go to medical? Ultimately, your mind is not set to think for nation. Your mind is set to think for your package. If education is proportional to package, education got no meaning. Simple. then that person who never got education in these 60s and 40s and 50s, that person was more intelligent than what we are. Because that person decided, okay, I'll run my shop, finish. That person decided, that common person in those days, that person decided, okay, I have a shop, I'll run my shop, but my kids would run the shop, okay, 8th or 9th or 8th school living is enough. Why you want to study more? Crores of turnover in this business, do this. If there is a tea shop, you do work on this. A pan shop, you do work on this. You earn a good amount and you are your owner. You need not take permission from someone. So that thinking was common sense thinking. Today's thinking is balancing thinking. My package should be this much. Your education is made in package. I think package is also considered by illegal people. Right? So what is value of money in comparison to education, and what is value of education in comparison to money? Means money is higher than objective of education. So while you are studying, your mind is not fully set for education, but a part of your mind is filled with money consumption. So you cannot learn, in fact. You cannot learn. And even you pass, you cannot work in field because your concept is not clear. Your mind is not receptive. What should you do? Your mind is only thinking for money. So you cannot keep various options for same problems to solutions in a way that you think you are supposed to do or think. And that's why our country is getting problems everywhere. Because there is no dedicated and devoted concept. Those people who are in government, they have no worry at all. And those who are in private or corporate sector in high positions, they don't have any worry at all. Because world has changed. Money dominates everywhere. Your science doesn't dominate everywhere. Engineering doesn't dominate anywhere, everywhere. And that is the reason we are falling in quality control, we are falling in safety control, and we are falling in social control. All controls are dropping except money control. You can rob a bank for having money. You can kill someone to have money. You can loot someone to have money. You can lead to all immoral acts just to get money. This is what we got in this country. And this is happening in many other countries. So all high people are being arrested in many countries who were involved in corruption, and same thing happening in our country. Hundreds of people have run away from here after looting money. So is this development or this is a destruction? What is this? We have to think over. We know money is important, but we also know mind is important. Money is important if you have mind, but you want to use mind of others to get money. This leads to corruption. This leads to abuse of education. Those who want to buy mind means nation is going to destruction. That is what we are facing today. We want power, we want mind, we want money, and this is resource. Mind can be bought, no problem. What mind is? We'll buy someone. This means we are neither thorough in money management, nor thorough in education management, and nor thorough in our ethics management. We may be having valuation certificate. We may be having our quality certification. We may be having safety certification. We may be having all kinds of international standard certification, but production is useless. Products are useless. That is where we stand. And this is all part of economy. Don't consider otherwise. When you say economy is falling, this means everything is dropping, falling, going down. But on certificates, this very golden words are written. ISO certified, Sigma certified. Certificate is there. If it's a product and services, what do you say? Example: engineering education, medical education, and other educations, chartered accountancy, company secretary, or administration, or teaching, or technician. You can take analysis of all these. You will find wherever you see no quality, Quality means not product quality I'm talking. Quality means total quality. Total quality means system quality. Whatever system you are working in, it should be according to required quality, demanded quality, and procedural management. Does that exist? It exists nowhere. In fact, whatever fields I told you, whatever disciplines I just said, medical, engineering, industry, or technician, or administration, or wherever you go, everywhere is a drop. It's like wave. Sea waves means never stable. All time turbulent, and we are moving in turbulence. And we are moving turbulence in our ship or boat. There can be unbalance, and that unbalance happens, and either we are sunk or we are thrown out of that boat or that ship. Then we have to swim again to come back to life, and that's what we are doing. We fall, we swim, we retract, we try to rebalance and come out or die. That is happening to our economy, and not only to our economy, to many other countries' economy, because human is everywhere same. You work here or you work in other countries, because everybody is moving from here to there. All nationalities move and they learn from each other, bad as well as good. We learn both. We are calling, and now also we say we are going to teach others, but we are learning from others. We are not teaching. We are learning culture from others. Of course, it is bad culture we are learning. We are learning science and engineering from others. Of course, we are copying. And everything is that. We are original nowhere. England was original, it developed. America also tried to be original, but also it tried to copying. You can see difference in quality. You can go to Japan and see what sort of system they have. You can go to China and see what sort of system they have. You go to Korea and see what sort of system they have. And you go to Arab, what sort of system we have. You go and you will find all differences. But those who have their own system, they never are defeated. Remember, they are never defeated. Those who copy and paste, they cannot understand. They cannot check, because they are used to copy and paste. You copy and paste and say, okay, done. You will not edit it. You will not check it, because you are just in race to death. When you say I am in race, this means your terminal point has come. And you say, no, I am developing, you will never die. Better develop. Do not compare with others what you are doing until you are good. Yes, your product may not be sellable, but one day your product shall be quality one. I have seen many products from various very standard companies. Product is very well finished. It's very well shown in literature book. It's very well explained. But when you perform on that, operate on that, you'll find, you'll see disappointment with that product. Because very good label is there, very good post is there, everything is there, but performance is that is. I'm not saying this for every uniform application. In some, I'm saying where people are just doing their job, not doing quality work, not doing valued work. It may be big company or it may be small company, it doesn't matter. Same thing, it may be big company country or our country, doesn't matter. For example, we spoil environment, we spoil water bodies, we spoil plain areas, ourselves we spoil. We cannot blame it to nature, we cannot blame to someone else. Same thing we are doing here, everywhere. Economy in problem, society in problem, unhappiness everywhere, no confidence everywhere, but everybody wants to earn, because that is the minimum requirement. If you don't earn, you cannot do anything, you cannot survive. Result is excessive earning and excessive loss. Excessive earning and excessive loss, excessive good health and excessive bad health, excessive good economy and excessive bad economy. And excess is always bad. Excess of everything is not good, people say, and that's right also. If people are excessively qualified or educated, that's also not good, because they cannot operate, they cannot apply that knowledge. So if you cannot apply that knowledge, that's meaningless. Why you do that? If knowledge is not applicable, there's no meaning at all. What's purpose of, if you have 16, 15, I say, I have 15 PhDs, okay, what I'll do with that? Tell me which PhD you applied for, in your life, you would say no PhD. I am just a small teacher. Either I go to some university or college to teach people, or I call some students to my home and tuition them. This means your education is not applied. What's the purpose of that education? If you are a welder and work on welding, if you are a carpenter, work on carpenter, if you are a steel fixer, work on steel fixer, that is application. Because you got some training either from your parent or from IITIs, and you are applying that. You may be electrician, you are applying that. Maybe you are not having a degree, maybe you are not having a PhD, but your work is PhD if you are expert on work. Expertise is PhD, nothing else. Doctorate means you are expert. You are expert, you are professional. Professional means expert. If that person is expert carpenter, expert welder, expert steel fixer, expert mason, that person is no less than PhD. If that person produces quality, produces everything, satisfaction does, that person is virtually philosopher of that work. That is also education. You think only college education is education? No. If you go to advanced countries or you so-called modern countries, you will find education not that expertise, but work is expertise. If you have education, you must have full education. I am not criticizing education. I am just trying to tell, whatever you do, whatever we do, it must be used. If our 70% educated people cannot be used, what purpose education serves? Because education is foundation of economy, education is foundation of innovation, education foundation of professionalism, education foundation of every sector in life. Without education, we cannot do anything. Yes, we are surviving of different reasons. We are surviving because people are working like, body is moving like that. If your full education is not used, your 10% education, 20% education used. Example is our engineering graduates, our medical graduates, our other graduates. Are they really suitable, qualified? I would say no. Not at all. Because if you have don't basic, elementary understanding of your profession, and you are not interested, you are not inclined to improve further, because you are looking for only money gains. If you are looking only for packages, and then further packages, and then further packages, and not for learning knowledge, not for updating yourself, your mind, your knowledge, there can be disturbance, there can be destabilization of your system, your thinking, your approach, because you are looking for money only. You are not looking to research, you are not looking to developing your subject, you are looking only for money. Yes, you may get money if you get job, and you will get job only when economic is good. And when economic is not good, you will not get job. And economy is not good, the house shall do. Without economy, there is no job. And you are doing nothing for economy. You are doing nothing for development. You are not developing science. You are not doing engineering. You are not developing medical. How will you get economy? And you are not sellable. Your products cannot be bought by others outside these people. And your local products only. What I say, we have to streamline our economy. Our economy has moved randomly on uneven ground, rough terrain. We have to check and train that. How much we have done on that? That is the point. We have not done, because we can say, I am not responsible for. Yes, that's right, you are not responsible. Responsibility is given to those who are never responsible. They are never responsible. Responsibility is not given to them who are responsible. This is because of your system, your national approach, your international approach, your political approach. And that is where problem comes in. Our system is governed by constitution. Again, come to same point. You will say he comes only to constitution. It's not my effort, it's effort of nation. Because my rule is constitution. I am ruled under that. Not only I, but also all you. You are ruled under that. If that document is polluted one, if that document is septic one, does not have any strength, does not have any brightness, does not have any illumination, that document cannot give you light. If that document is good one, is useful, is powerful, is having a speech, is having a stamina, that document can give you light. And when there's light, you know what's there, even in darkness. That's what I mean to say. Every country has certain controls, and our control is our constitution. We cannot blindly move because we are not allowed to move blindly. We have to move in certain set directions, set commands, which we are bound to accept, even though I don't want to accept, but I am bound to accept that. Because that is social. It's meant for whole society of this country, and similarly, everywhere in every country, there is some restriction, some controls. So my controls means my COI, Constitution of this country, Bharat ka Samvidhan, and thousands of law in compliance to this Constitution. That is our legal framework, social framework, professional framework. Everywhere this applies. This means our start point is Constitution of this country, effective 1950, and still moving. And if we do not understand that, do not follow that track, we will be certainly, you can say, detracked or derailed. We will be derailed, and actually we have been derailed now. Derailed in some locations, not in all locations, but even in some locations, if we are derailed, means result is accident. So we are moving in accidental economy, we are moving in accidental professionalism, we are moving in accidental politics, we are moving in accidental all spheres of life. That is very important to be understand. You may say that I am talking negatively. Yes, I am talking negatively. You are right. It is a must to talk negatively to understand what is positive. If you do not talk negatively, you can never understand what is positivity. Many times I've explained before also, negative is always more important than positive, because negative tells you where are you wrong. It tells you what you are missing. It tells you what you should have done. It is your teacher, big teacher, negativism or opposition, you can say. Negative, one negative is negative, and two negative, and three negative. If you add all those negative, result is value of increased negative, or you can say algebraic sum. If you multiply this negative, one negative is there, another negative is there. If you multiply these two, result is positive. And when you apply something, some subject onto other subject, onto life, application is multiplication. Application means multiplication, complete use. So two negatives make answer positive. This is negative value. You are using computer. What is that? This is negative. 10 to power minus 6 micron. And there are so many powers in negative and positive. But that gives a positive power when you see it on micron, on your projection, your projector, your screen, your monitor. That is positive. Whatever was hidden in that negative is projected on your monitor. Is that not science? That is science. There is a negative hidden concealment of digital bytes, digits 01, 01, 01, 01. You are not talking to that. You are not thinking about that. But that is creating machine language. And that machine language is giving you this projection, this program constitution. You are composing program, you are writing something, you are using Excel, you are doing calculations, you are working on software, you are working on hardware. What you are doing? You are using negative values, hidden values. Same thing in atomic engineering, same thing in atom bomb construction, same thing in design, same thing everywhere. You are weaving from that negative value. So negative is not bad, negative is root for positive. If you are drawing a curve, you have to understand x-ox and y-o-y, which are x-axis and y-axis and z-axis, if you see in 3 dimensions. If you don't understand x, y and z axis, you cannot understand what space is, what solid geometry is. You will just understand only curve or line in plan, not in space, not in 3 dimensions. You have to see. Criticism is very important for creation. Understanding negative is very important to find geometry, to find mathematics, to constitute values, to see what value is there. If you cannot do that, you cannot find sine curve. You cannot understand what is sine theta, what is cos theta, what is secant, what is cosecant. To understand all those, you have to move in all world. Hidden world and exposed world. Something is hidden doesn't mean it is hidden. It is hidden from your eyes, not from your life. What is in air you cannot see, but it is available there. You cannot see air, but you see is there. You cannot see electric current moving, but you see appliances working. This is also very important. If we cannot understand in details all such, we cannot call ourselves educated society. All subjects are supporting subjects, but application is real subject. If you are able to apply something using your mind, using common sense, because common sense uses your mind, just understand where common sense stands. When I was studying engineering, people usually call Professor Joel. It is nothing but common sense. Civil engineering is nothing but common sense. Means they will try to encourage people. Don't worry, this is not difficult subject. Use your common sense, you'll understand that. Though I know this is not common sense, but common sense uses your engineering sense. Common sense uses your medical sense. Common sense uses all professional life. If you have common sense, you can apply. Because everything cannot be taught in education of 5 years or 4 years or 6 years. Every subject cannot be taught in detail, and you cannot understand at that age because your mind is not that sharp. Something you understand by calculation, something you understand by concept, something you understand by repetition, or something you understand by writing, something you understand just by cramming. If you are not able to, okay, I cram this and I write answer examination, you leave it that way because you are very small that time. But life will teach you. It will teach you. Because in those days, you are not clear about life. So you said, okay, 30%, 35. Why they said pass marks? 35, okay, 35% you learn, or 40% you learn, or 50% you learn, I give you pass. They know that it's not possible to learn 100%. But in life, when you come, when you are appearing in driving test, theoretical examination, or practical examination, what you do? If you get 30% marks, they will never pass you. They said definitely will. I got 85% marks in one driving test examination. They have minimum of 60% or 70% you have to pass. 80% yes, you have to pass. Because this is going to cause accident. They don't want to enter in accident, involve in accident. That's why pass marks are all higher. In engineering, pass marks generally are 50%. 50% on an average. Some exceptions given in one sometimes, but on an average, 50% you must get if you are going to pass engineering. This means 50% you have learned here, remaining 50% you learn in field. It may be design field or prosecution field or whatever field you work, planning or work estimation, you have to learn there remaining. We have tried to train you to this extent. Though this pass 50% also include your Viva and all that. So theoretically, you have learned about 30% to 35%. So you can say you are standing on the gate of engineering or door of engineering. You can enter here. But remaining, you have to learn. Remember, we will not help you after that. Once you stand on gate, my education, and I gave you education, you are standing on this entrance, on this threshold of engineering, and you enter there and learn more and more and more. Same thing applies in medical. Nobody hunts 100%. That's why they have to learn first in field. So everybody is a training in field. You may call intern, or you may call assistant, or you may call whatever. When you are working with a senior experienced person, you are a trainee for few years. It takes about 1 year or 2 year maximum in medical just to treat independently, whereas it takes 10 to 15 years, 20 years in engineering to work independently. It takes few years in chartered accountancy, or it takes 2 or 3 years in advocate work. So is life. That's called application of knowledge. Application of knowledge is actually field, is actually profession. If you are applying some subject there, that is called professional work, because you had learned that. Whatever you learn, you apply, you will get result. If you learn shairi, it will not give any product, but you can write a shairi, you can write another poem, you can write stories. But that is not a product. That is entertainment or philosophy, you may say, or whatever you may say. Education is education. Some education relates to society. Some education relates to profession. Some educate relates to product. It depends. Some relates to management. But management is not final in itself. People say, I have done management, very good. You have done MBA, fine. You are a great person. But what you do? Oh, I need a job. Yes, you need a job because you cannot run your industry just based on management. You need technical backup. So if there is no industry, there is no factory, there is no production, there is no commerce, management doesn't apply. If all these are available there, industry is available, production is available, business is available, commerce is available, your management can apply. You are dependent, right? If you are an engineer, you don't depend upon management because you have to generate management. So there's a difference. One is management taught by academics, that is theoretical management. There's another management that comes out of work. That's different management. When you are an engineer, you have to work in field or even in designs. When you work, you have to arrange sources, resources. You have to arrange machines, you have to arrange human beings, you have to arrange materials, and you have to arrange technology, and then your power to work, planning, everything. That requires your potential, what you learned or what you can do. Something was learned in your university, but that is very small. You have to think again in field, how can I solve it? Engineering means solve problem. Problem solving is engineering. It may be social engineering, it may be political engineering, it can be physical engineering, or it can be whatever engineering. You have problems, you have to solve them yourself. You are given resources, human resources, machine resources, material resources, technical resources, and all other required resources. You have time resources, location resources. You have to apply your knowledge onto that. And if you did not learn that knowledge, you try how to do it. One way, another way, method is there, statement is there. You understand or write another method statement, and you solve that problem with minimum resources, minimum cost, minimum time consumption. That is called management. How to handle labor, how to handle safety, how to handle quality, how to handle people, that is all management. And this comes by virtue of your work. This doesn't come by lectures of some professor. This because you are that time your own researcher, your own professor, your own teacher, and your own student. Self-study, self-teaching, self-control, self-innovation, self-right or self-wrong. This is where you have to learn yourself. So this is not imposed management, this is created management. This is management based on experience or based on, you can say, application. And that is called development, personal development, professional development, and we call in our field continuous professional development, CPD, which comes to you by your own efforts, by your own work. And if you learn that, you are best manager. You are more than MBA in that case because you are applying your knowledge. It doesn't matter if you have no certification. There are certifications now based on experience, the PMPs, there are many others are there. It doesn't matter because you are working in field. It happened with me many times when I go for interview somewhere. I'm telling you my experience means when I applied for some high position, project manager for projects, they asked me, show me if you have management degree. Do you have some? No, I don't have. I asked him one question, why do you need that degree? Oh, no, this is a requirement. No, but tell me why. I am going to work as manager. You ask me questions, I would answer you. If you are satisfied, recruit me. If you don't satisfy, thank you very much. What's wrong? He was impressed. Okay, ask me questions, I will answer. He asked many questions, I answered him. He asked more questions, I answered him. So, because I learned it already, I can teach you management. Why should I go to management center? Whatever we learn in field is written in books. Whatever we learn or we do jobs in field, we learn from that and research again and produce books. That is not practically happening, but this should happen. That is where profession lies. That is where advancement lies. But our country is lacking in that. We do not understand how to develop a nation. We are bound by our books, our rules. No, we have to do this. Finish. Don't talk more than this. This is your boundary. Don't cross this. I will declare you out if you cross this boundary line. Whereas cricketers will get 4 runs. This difference. We don't respect knowledge. We do not respect application. What we respect? Post. I am senior to you. You listen to you what I am saying. You have no opportunity of your own. I shall sign your opportunity. You do it. Means you have to work for me what I say. This is culture everywhere in our country. It's not only in government service, it's every service. Where such thinking, philosophy, thinking, you can say stamina exists, you cannot move further. Where there is no freedom to think, freedom to work, freedom to speak. That's what I said at the beginning. We got freedom from British. We did not get freedom from other controls. If you want to earn more, if you want to do more, if you want to serve more, people shall not recognize you. Oh, he is very prideful. He says he knows everything. Or he does everything himself. He doesn't care for us. There are so many problems. If you work a lot, you are criticized. If you don't work a lot, you are happy. Oh, very nice person. He comes to me, shakes hand, tells me good morning, this and that. Oh, he comes to me many times, talks to me, this and that. He's very social. He's very professional. You keep on talking to them, keep on polishing their shoes. Oh, you are very good, sir. You are very, what you are talking is right. What you are talking is right. Oh, there can be no other alternative way of saying. This type of culture you respect. Or say, no, there is nobody who can say no. Our culture is yes culture. Our culture is yes culture. Hanji, very good. Hanji, very good. Where culture is no, understand, development is yes. Where culture is yes, development is no. These are inversely proportional. If I work, I want to give something to someone, why you are doing this? Who asked you? What the rule? This is not allowed. Under that rule, this is not allowed. You are wasting your time. Explain, give explanation why you waste time. This culture is no. If you are saying no, get out, go. Yes, sir. Oh, come on. Your report is very good. Sit down. This is our country. We are not professionally oriented people. We are not structurally oriented people. We are only surviving society. My home should be full of stores. My bank should be full of money. And I should have all comforts. I am okay. If you ask a person who is affluent, who is luxurious, who has no tension, no problem, their tensions are different. Oh, I wanted to go to Thailand tour, I wanted to go to Philippines or USA this year. I missed that chance, I could not do. Oh, this is stress for him. Somebody wanted to visit this because he could not do that due to some reason. Oh, I could not do this, I am under stress. I want to go to that temple, this 2000 kilometers from here. I could not go there. Oh, I am stressed. No other stress for him. This is stress. He's called havens. Means they have excessive money. They want to use that money for their own comfort, for their own entertainment, not for nation. They will rob income tax, they will rob all the taxes, they will not do anything for country, but they will go to temple, they will go to tour, all that they will do, and they are all kids will study in Oxford or in Harvard or in America or somewhere else. Delhi schools or Madras schools, other schools are bad for them. They forget that schools doesn't teach you. It is teacher that teaches you, it is books that teaches you, and it's your own effort that teaches you. No one can teach you. If Arab was very good, they are very good schools. Go to see Arab. You can't have 5-star schools here, but they have. But what is product? You have very good factories here, buildings here, and what's product? See quality of product. You have very big hospitals here, 5-star hospitals, but see how they treat. First of all, they charge too much excessively and no reliability. In our engineering, we say reliability is very important. And reliability is not only important in engineering, but also everywhere in life. Again, many times I have explained reliability, because you cannot go through that video and can't find it. It's no more book. You can open page and see. Reliability is very important factor in life. Reliable. Once you do something, others do not know what you are. You are doing same thing again. Because first product people use, they don't know what they use. They thought, yeah, I think it's better. Then maybe the second time they buy. Okay. Oh, it's fine, little better. Then they come, okay, third time also they buy. And when they see, yes, it is in sequence, good, reliable, that's called reliable. First purchase, yes, it's fine, reliable, I am using it. In second purchase, you are using it. It is going to build confidence in that consumer that your product can be used without any negative point. That is called reliability, and its mathematical formula is reliability is equal to safety plus serviceability plus durability. You try to understand what I'm saying. Reliability has 3 minimum compositions. You can add more on that, you can add value on that. Value means whatever was expected, more than that you are getting, that's value addition. So you are saying reliability is safety. Means whatever safety requirement is there or must be there, it contains, your product contains. Then there is serviceability. Whatever you thought this product would help you, will serve you, intended purpose, you can say, this product is serving you. So you are satisfied at that point. Means out of 3 points you are satisfied with 2 points. Means it is working for you and it's safely working for you. And then third point is durability. What is that durability? People do not understand this. I understand very simply. What is dur in Hindi? Distance, long distance. This is distance. This is means if something is designed, some product is designed for 5 years or for 10 years, that product must successfully work for that period without any problem. That is called durability, successful. So safety plus serviceability plus durability equal to reliability. If this product has all this, this can be called professional product. And if on top of that, this product is also giving you more benefit which never expected of this or is never designed for, that is called value of project. That is what is required. But are you getting that? That's the point. You buy any product, you will find everything written respecting that product in your product literature. They will explain to you, but you will not find that performance. There's no problem with guarantee. Actually, guarantee and warranty is erasure of quality. This quality which I explained, this is quality of system. Your product should give this. Means there might be some system which you adopted to deliver that project in that characters, in that quality parameters. That system is not working perfectly if there is some flop in your product, and if system is well designed and you are getting production to that level, system is fine, and that's called quality system or total quality system. So there's a difference, quality system and quality control. If your system is there, but there are no people to control on that, to monitor that, or to have surveillance on that, you always drop something. And it will impact your product. So that is quality control. System is there, statements are there, procedures are there, but no one to monitor that. Just signing document. Signing documents only without verification is lapse. But generally, this is working on. This is going on. Sign as formality and not as ratification, not as corroboration. They are signing for sake of signing so that audit should not be affected. No observation is invited, but work is ignored because that auditor shall not check your work, it was not or not. That would say you complied with this at random check also, not all items, not all sequences. There we fail. This means seriousness does not exist absolutely, regularly, uniformly. Seriousness does not exist. During your procedure, you sleep somewhere, and that is called defect. That is called ignorance. So we are also doing same on our economic system, our education system, our health system. What happens in this country? If you do something very good, they shout. They cry, oh, we have done this, we have done this, we have done this, as if they have done extraordinarily. This was your job, they are not understanding. Oh, see, I have done this, miracle we have done. They will shout that, they will publish that, they will say this is breaking news. They will not say all other activities minus the activity, what happened to that? Everything should be uniform, everything should be extraordinary, but you are telling only this thing is extraordinary. That is where we fail. We don't have that type of professionals, that type of people in all fields. Yes, we have some professionals, 2%, 3%, not more than 5%. My observation is that not more than 5% professionals in this country are reliable. And those are those who are serious, who want to do something, or who have experienced overseas, because systems work there and all systems are broken here. We are a breaking country. We are a system damaging country. We are quality breaking country. We are safety breaking country. We are only political country, and that is sewage political country. Only one thing is very good here, political sewage. We have one sewage from toilet, from bathroom, from kitchen, and one sewage is politics. Our politics means sewage. You will not be happy with that. You may be happy, but politicians will not be happy because they think they are big. Yes, they are big. They are in position. They have every power. They can do whatever they want, but they cannot help nation. They cannot help nation. Everybody cannot be Gandhi, Nehru. Everybody cannot be Subhas. Everybody cannot be like that. They are using country for their benefits. They are not using country for masses. Country is belonging to masses. Masses belong to this country, but in reality, nobody belongs to anyone. Only politicians are powerful because they say we are elected people. Yes, you are elected people. So you serve them because you are elected. But they don't know their people after they are elected. Example is current government 2020, Modi's government. What they are doing, you know it very well. You will say he was talking of professionals, now I have come to politics. I am not coming to politics. I am still on professional talk. If my politicians, to whom I am calling politicians because you are calling politicians, no other way, I don't believe them. I don't call them politicians. I call them rogues. They are rogues. Rogue means rogue actually. Bimari. Our politicians are disease. Our politicians are destructors. They are destructing this nation. And they are supported by good people. Good people are supporting bad people. But nation is moving that way. And it's not today. It has been from the very beginning. We do work for nation as citizen, and they do work for nation to do what citizens are doing wrong, use them, that's all. They're using people for their benefit. We don't have time. We have many problems. We are a problem nation. We are not a solution nation. We have too much documentation which cannot be meaningful. We have too much laws. We have too many laws. Even advocates are not clear about laws. Judicial officers are not clear about laws. These laws. We have to find which law is where. There is no consolidation. There is no codification. We have to keep searching. Whatever information is available, based on that information, one court adjudicates. Then appeal is there, another information comes in, so that appeal is downheld. Means there is no coherence, there is no uniformity, there is no consolidation of something, there is no package of application. That's why we suffer. Our management of government or governance, you can say, is not doing anything. To be very frank, our government is not doing anything keeping abreast problems. They do something keeping abreast how to win, how to keep safe, how to move yourself in system, how to occupy seats in future, and now how to, it may be government or it may be negativism or opposition, both are on same track. Nobody is caring for people of this country who are actually super government, because they are not under any system, they are not uniform, they are not fighting for seats, any political seats, they are ignored. They are being used and have been used since 1950. All people have been used by these political, you can say, offenders. I should say they are offenders. I call them offenders because they always do offense. And then they do defense also for themselves. They are offenders and they are defenders, and public is nowhere. Public is suffering. All people suffered. 90% to 95% people are suffered. Only those who enjoyed are 2, 3, 4, 5%. They are having power. They are having money. They give money to people. They give money to public, or you can public in politics, I'm saying, not to general people. They give money to these political parties and leaders. So they are super leaders because they are giving them. And these politicians are dependent on them. So these people are 2, 3%. They are real looter of this nation, you can say. And these politicians are equipment or medium to allow loot to these people. So 95% people who actually should be helped are not helped. They are helped in dreams. Dreams are sold to them, and these politicians become very big, very good businessmen, business people in selling dreams and hunting market to get re-elected and re-elected and re-elected. So election has been a joke. It has become a game like cricket or football or hockey, where there is no output, just a game. So our elections have become a game. Our systems, our institutions have become game. All systems have become game because no system is proficient. No one. You can investigate yourself, examine yourself, which system is proficient. You will not find any system proficient. And I'm not blaming some person for this. I am blaming myself and yourself. Because after all, it's we to decide about that. Our constitution is we people of this country. It clearly says that. It does not say they people. It does not say foreign people. It does not say some community. It does not say some institution. It simply says we people of this country. And it ends with saying we have given to this constitution. So everywhere it says we means whole nation, but actually in reality something else is happening. our so-called leaders, or I say representatives, have got no time for public, which is very painful to me as citizen of this country. As citizen of this country, I expect these democracy-based leaders or representatives must think for people of this country, but they do not do that. Unfortunately, our democracy, our system, our republic has been polluted to that level. We cannot pick from that point. That level, septic level has reached that people are scared to touch that point. It's either very exclusive, it's either very explosive, or it is too bad, it's too smelling, it's too offensive smelling. Offensive smell. You cannot digest that smell. Or you can say highest degree of polluted H2S, hydrogen sulfide. There are unlimited anaerobic bacteria in that system. And I call these politicians anaerobic bacteria. They have polluted our society. They have polluted our nation just for their election benefits, not for national benefits. Their objective is to stay in power, ignoring people. Only one time in 5 years, they talk of people, and other than that, they talk of themselves. 2020 is a year where new style has emerged. New school of thought has emerged. People have started changing their concepts, their minds regarding these people, regarding whole system, and that is a great start, a restart I can say, because reason is new type of students, new type of citizens. Citizens till 2018-19 were lazy, were drowsy, had been sleeping, were non-serious, were tolerant, were digestive, and compromising. Those attributes I can attach to all these citizens till 2018-19. But after that, gradually, it took some time that their blood pressure got up higher, their stress got higher, exceeding limits, and actions by these citizens have become horrific, and that is a good one. They burst, that's also a good one, because until you burst, your virus cannot be taken out. All were infected by virus, all citizens, they were infected by diseases of these politicians. They were infected by imaginations, by false promises, and now vibration has come. Some software to quarantine that has come, and that software application is combination, accumulation of all diseases, all viruses into ours. And scanning is going on, refragmentation is going on, and that is bringing a worrisome state to these politicians, all politicians. I am not talking about single party or single person. All politicians are included in that criticism. You may call it criticism, or you may call it expression of what is there. I consider it as explanation only, neither criticism nor something. What I observe, what I feel, what I read, using my mind, I am just trying to communicate that to you people and to all those people who have done this. 2020 is a year where we can say we intend to move forward, but there are some forces who want to stop there. They want to stop us. But those forces have forgotten They are not absolute forces. They are not original forces. They are supported forces. They are not their own. They have nothing of their own. They are supported by ourselves. They have forgotten that. They think they are exclusive. No one can be with them. That is where they are wrong. Whatever government was there in past and whatever government are there now, both cannot be compared because they are not of similar characters. Those governments who have gone, we cannot help them. Those governments who are now, we can control them. But they don't want to be controlled. They want to control us. That's the problem. Nation is not one man's job or one person's job. It's collective body of citizenship. A time has come when everyone must introspect what is our nation and what are we and what is constitution and what is future. We cannot leave it to government because government is temporary. Every government is temporary. And government is our production. Government is not sound. But when one comes in government, one starts changing in mind that I am exclusive, I am indispensable. That virus has to be quarantined from these polluted leaders, this anaerobic bacteria of this nation. And again, I'm telling you, keep this in mind. These are offenders. These are polluters. And you have to avoid this nation. You have to protect this nation from their ill effects, from their incursion to this nation. They are like, you can say, virtually invaders to our system. They do not recognize, they do not respect that system, but they have invaded to the system. That is very problematic. What happens? This year, and you can say last month of last year, a kind of silent, passive resistance started among public. And gradually, that has starting now little explosive, exploding. Because when you fire something, just like we say, one started alone and was followed of many people. And that person was okay, but there is some explosive behind. No problem to me. Explosive can be controlled. But people are following. Just like people followed some leaders during freedom struggle, people are following someone. And now they have become a group. Unrecognized group, self-designers group, self-proactive group, without any name or without any leadership. All are leaders. And that type of developments I welcome. No problem if there's no leader, no problem at all. Leadership doesn't come from the skies. Leadership is generated. If there are some people that are working together, certainly there will be some intelligent one, some person who can command. It will be known by time, and that person will take power, take lead. Then there will be another person who will follow lead. Then third person. So this way change shall be built up. That is getting into its way. And on the other side, other end, these people who are elected one, who think they are powerful, they are required to help them. They are required to speak for them because they are in power. They have to save them. They have to support them. But that is not happening. That is not happening because these people are bad. These people in power. Had they been good, they would have done wonders till now. They forget that these are same people who voted to you. They are citizens of this country. They are wealth of this country. They have forgotten that. They are taking them as their enemies, national enemies, anti-nationals. Means those people, if they are talking against you, they are criticizing you, you name them anti-national, and those who support you, who praise you, you name them national. The new definition of national and anti-national a traitor and patriotic has emerged. This is where problem lies. I am always good. Don't criticize me. If that is a formula, boss is always right. If that is a formula, problems shall certainly come. Because this nation is not property of these anti-nationals or so-called leaders. If these leaders call, if these politicians call citizens of this country anti-nationals, this means they are also anti-national. Sadly, I am saying this. Actually, no one is anti-national. But if you call those who oppose you anti-nationals, I really feel it badly. This means you are calling yourself, actually you are anti-national. Why are you sitting in those seats based on those people who voted to you and they are anti-national? What right you have got to call them anti-national? You are delivering filth on those people. Actually, you are spitting on those people. Those good citizens, those people who voted to you, those people who are working for themselves, those people who are working for this nation, you are calling them anti-national? Shame onto your imagination, shame onto your thoughts. If you are so courageous, if you are so powerful, can you give them back their votes? Do you have that stamina? Do you have that courage? Do you have some that you have respect? If you are so powerful that you call these people who are in crores now all over this country, if you are calling them anti-national, means whatever you support you, he is national, and who doesn't support you is anti-national, then you have taken votes from them. Shall you kindly return their votes to them? Can you? Then what right you have got to call them anti-national? This is utter nonsense. And if a level of highest authority call this is really condemnable. They are calling them by whatever name you see. Utter nonsense, utter, and they are saying something illogical. Kill them, shoot them, these anti-nationals. What does it mean? You have power to shoot them? You did not shoot them when they voted to you. That time you touched their feet. Now you want to shoot them because you are in power. You have power to kill people. You have power to use your police to kill them. Don't forget, you are not honor of this nation. And you wouldn't be honor. Public is honor. You understand meaning of public. I think you did not study science of society. You did not study sociology. Forget science and management. You did not know what is citizen. You do not know what is institution. You do not know what are specific definitions of democratic staging. You do not know anything. If you do not know these, then certainly you are not qualified for position you are having. You are ill qualified. You are ill-equipped with basic elementary knowledge. If you don't have elementary basic knowledge, better you go to school and learn again. Learn again. This is really bad. I am citizen of this country. Everybody is citizen of this country. If I talk something, I raise my question, I sit somewhere and demonstrate. You think that's not my right? If you think that way, then you are foolish people. Of course, you are anaerobic. Some minister says in election time, though it's not election speech, I'm not talking about that, but I'm just referring to what people think. You criticize those people for nothing. Push button here, electric shock should be there. This is our minister's talk. A minister whose position is very responsible. That minister talks like that. And another head minister of this country, he brings Pakistan into play. What does it mean? It takes only 7 days to bring Pakistan down to dust. What does it mean? Is this election between Pakistan and Bharat, or this is Delhi election or somewhere else? What is the meaning of pulling Pakistan name into this field? What sense it got, what resemblance it got, I don't understand. And that head prime minister, head of cabinet, is saying that. If head says that, what about others? I don't understand. There should be some personality, some expertise in talk, some meaning. You are challenging another country, you are warning that country which has nothing to do with election. Yes, that country is not your friend, fine, that's different. But on that occasion, when there's someone, is it a war? Or are you going to war, or you are declared war? You are just using, I will take 7 days only to kill them. What is this to Delhi election? What is this to current requirement? You have your problems. Why are you pulling that country? This means you want to tell us, think of Pakistan, don't think of democracy. Think of Pakistan, don't think of elections. And if you think of Pakistan, you vote me. Simple, that's me. They don't have time for people. People are struggling. People are on roads. Women are on roads. Children are on roads. Adults are on road. Boys are on road. Old are on roads. All sections of society are on road for something, whatever it is. CA and RC, I am not going to discuss that. But they are on road. They have a right to be on road. It's more than 1.5 months. Everywhere it's happening. Around thousands of locations in this country. This means something is there. Either people are incorrect or you are incorrect. One is, or there's, you can say communication of misunderstanding or miscoordination, or you can say wrong, or you can say illicit understanding or misunderstanding. Whatever, I say people are wrong, fine. People are wrong. You are right. But you are in government. You are responsible for all acts you do, or all acts people do, or all acts police do. This is your responsibility. Or your state government's responsibility. Who is responsible? You are responsible. Because you had taken oath under the Constitution. This means you are responsible. You are not taking care of people. That's why people are on road. And you have no guts to even interact with them. You are 60 ministers. You have full parliament and you are there. You are not even thinking about these people. You think crore of people are foolish? Only you are intelligent? You understand situation? Only 2% understand situation of whole country. All others are fools. Even if that is the case, it is your duty to interact with them. And I am not blaming upon you also. I can give you concession in this thought. Let us say, okay, I grant you concession to ministers. Okay, exclusively, you are not absolutely responsible. I accept that. Because you are not having courage to proactivate this, no problem. We exempt you from this responsibility. We have enough ground to exempt you that, because you are in cabinet, you are in executive. It was not your sole power to pass some law. We exempt you. But who are actually responsible for this law? They are our parliamentarians. They are not your parliamentarians, forget it. They were elected by your party or through your party. It has nothing to do with system. It has nothing to do with system. Parliamentarian means member of parliament. Member of parliament, Bharat, India. This is not member of parliament, Congress or BJP. No, that is only for purpose of list or purpose of defection or something else like that. Not for parliament. As member of parliament, you belong to whatever party. It doesn't affect my health or citizens' health, because once you are elected member of parliament means you are member of parliament, Bharat, India. Not BJP, not Congress, or not XYZ. Now my question to all MPs, do you know your MP? First question is that. You will laugh on this question. Yes, this is a question. Do you know you are MP? I am sure you do not know that you are MP. If you are MP, you should do job of MP. But you did not do job of MP. First of all, when I see or watch or view some proceeding of Parliament, I find only sometimes 40, sometimes 30, sometimes 60 Lok Sabha MPs or 20-25 Rajya Sabha MPs. So I don't find you in Parliament, either this house or that house. I don't see you on my street. I don't see you on my road. I don't see when I need you. Then where are you? Are you existing in this country or you have disappeared? I don't know you. I even sometimes don't know who is my MP. That's why I'm asking you, are you member of Parliament? Do you know that? You will get angry. Get angry, no problem. You can abuse me, but I have again same question. Do you know your MP? Answer me. Yes or no. If you say yes, then I question to you, where are you? Where are you and what you are doing? Are you alive or you are dead mentally? For me, you are not alive. I could not see you since you were elected. I don't want to see my posters on road. Just you are giving congratulations to public for some festivals. We did not elect you for that purpose. My question is, what you are doing? Are you representing public or you are not representing public? Are you aware that something is happening in this country or something is not happening in the country? Do you know that? Do you know that people have been struggling or you do not know that? You have to tell. Or you are all time drunk or you are all time asleep. And if you are all time asleep, then why don't you resign? If you have no time to go to Parliament, then what you are doing? Then why should I hold you there? Then why should I pay you for that? After all, I am super government. Using my money, you are enjoying your life. My question to all MPs, 545 Lok Sabha MPs and 250 higher MPs, higher house MP, upper house MP. You know there's some problem ongoing in this country. Do you know that? And if you do not that, then whom I'm talking to? Am I talking to walls, or I'm talking to imaginations, or I'm talking to animals? If you are listening to me, I am talking on behalf of public in general. What is your responsibility towards public? What is your responsibility after all? After all, you are MP. You are representative of this public. But where are you? Don't you know public has some issues? Don't you know public is on road? Public are on road. Don't you know something is to be resolved? You are not even thinking about that. I heard yesterday in Delhi elections are ongoing, assembly elections. BJP says they have 200 MPs floated in Delhi, or 250 MPs, I don't know how many, and tens of ministers, and I don't know how many others. 200 MPs, BJP MPs, they are working for Delhi election campaign. They have time for that. 70 constituencies and 200 or more MPs. This means on an average, there are 3 MPs for each constituency of Delhi. And that is from BJP. You are so rich, so wealthy, that you can use 200 MPs for a small daily election. And there are crores of people all over this country who are busy in demonstrating against some statute, which is their right. There is no MP from either party, from opposition party or from ruling party, that they can go and talk to people of their constituency, at least if not other constituencies. Does MP of constituency think he has got no responsibility towards such kind of people, towards such kind of problems? Do they think that? Why did this MP not go to respective constituency where there is some problem and talk to these people and confer with them how to reach some solution, or how to talk to government, or how to do that? Don't they own this responsibility on behalf of constitution or on behalf of public? I'm not talking about on behalf of government, because they are between government and people, because they are public representatives. This is job of public representatives, represent people. If there are people sitting on roads and they're expecting someone to come, they are saying PM should come or Home Minister should come or some other minister, I don't accept this. I do not agree with this. I pass this responsibility to respective MPs, because public elected MPs for their representation, which is very significant interruption in general statement that government should come and talk to them. I don't believe in government, first of all. I believe in my people, and that my people are citizens and citizens representatives, who are MPs and MLAs. Since this relates to union government, MP is involved. And if MP is involved, these people failed to call MPs to this. Okay, people failed because people are people. People are emotional, sentimental, and they cannot think in details. And since there is no political leader involved there, they are arousing, they are rising, they are shouting, they are sloganing, and they are doing all kind of sentimental and emotional status-based acts. They are emotional people because they have stopped their work, they are worried, they are concerned for their future. So they have all rights, and they have to keep themselves safe from police also, because police has acted atrociously towards them, which is illegal. Because police is police. Police thinks government is their job, government is their boss. Police doesn't think that they are independent. Well, forget police. Question is, if people are on roads, what is job responsibility in case of member of parliament? Does some relation exist between parliamentarian and public, or it does not exist? If this relation does not exist, then what for MP is there? What duty MP got in this case? My question to every MP is, and my question to public also is same. Why don't you call these MPs to these stages where demonstration is going on and raise questions to him? If he doesn't come on his own, you call him or her, whoever she is or he is. You have every right to call these people, because they are your representative, and your representative has to report to you. Neither you call them, nor they came on their own. Then how shall you think, how do you think you can reach something? They are busy in electioneering. If 200 are from BJP, then I think from other opposition parties also there should be people. They have time for election. They have time for conversing. They don't have time for people. This is regretful. People are paying them. They are getting salaries and expenses from public taxes, and they are working for their party election. Even Prime Minister is working for party. Ministers are working for party. Are you paid for campaigning in elections, ministers and MPs? Are you paying for that? And to Prime Minister also, are you paid for this work to campaign in elections? You are not paid for this work. This is not your job. This is not your job to campaign for your party. Let your party members take care of that. Job of MP and Prime Minister is to work for government, work for public. You are running from work and you are claiming that you work 18 hours a day. This type of work you do 18 hours a day. It may be Lok Sabha election, it may be state assembly election, or you are always seen there. Did public through MPs install you, inaugurate you in position for this? No. People are not even listened. They are called terrorists. They are called anti-nationals. Your citizens have become anti-nationals. This is your concept. I don't understand your mind. These MPs were elected by public and they are calling them anti-nationals. Some is calling, kill them, shoot them, they are anti-nationals. You will give a name anti-national. Who are you? Which article mandates in Constitution that you have such right to call people anti-national? Show me that article. I want to challenge you. Show me that article which empowers you call people anti-national. Your people. They have not come from Bangladesh. They have not come from America. They have not come from Thailand. They are people belong to this country. They are master of this country. They are participators in Constitution of this country. They are people who are grandchildren of freedom fighters. And you are naming them anti-national? Under what authority you are naming them? You have to tell people. And who are you to do this? Have you proved they are anti-nationals? Just a demonstration doesn't mean anti-national. And if you call them anti-national, you are anti-national. All you guys. Shame onto you to call MPs and ministers. Shame onto you. I don't want to call you such names. You are not member of parliament. You are not respected people of this country. You are actually misleading this nation. Your 200 MPs are busy in daily elections and not even 10 MPs have gone to these people to talk to them. How can this problem be solved? And somebody staying in 1 hour after our government is formed in Delhi will remove them. I really am surprised. What sort of people we have brought into our governance? It's complete rag, kachra, rubbish, explosive. Such explosive speeches they are making. It is horrifying. I will remove them in 1 hour after our government is constituted in Delhi. What does it mean? You are ruling in center. Supreme Court is under your pressure. Police is under you. All ministries are under you. Take action, whatever you want to take. Police is with you. Law is with you. If you want to kill these people, you want to kill them? What do you want to do? You have no guts. First of all, you are lacking respect for people. And therefore, you lack respect for nation. You lack respect for democratic rights. You do not understand fundamental rights. You do not respect nation. You do not respect democracy. You do not respect republic. And you do not respect citizens of this country. Citizens must be respected because you are there because of these citizens. MPs are there because of these citizens. You are not MP because of your educational qualification or your specialist experience or some contribution to this country or having some other prize with you. You are here because of votes given or offered by these people to you to come to these positions. You have no individual capacity, no individual character that you could become MP. By blessings of these people, you have been brought to this position, and now you are saying these people are anti-national. This means you got votes from multinationals, so you should go. We don't want elected representatives who got votes from multinationals. Better you go and don't call yourself MP, because you are bad person actually. You have no character at all. You are there to help this country, help them, or help Delhi election or some other election sometimes. Okay, you go to election, but first to talk. Did you talk to them? Did you have courage to go to them? Did Prime Minister have courage to go to them? Did the Home Minister go to him? They are talking nonsense. Put the button, current is there. What does it mean? So much arrogance. You are so rough. Such high degree of nonsense you are talking. And that towards your kids. They are kids. They are women. They are old ladies. You are calling them with these names? This means you are not understanding our society. Government is not for people, and people are not for government. They are individuals. But government is servant to people. Government shall not decide what people have to do. People have to decide what they have to do. People have to decide what government has to do. Government is used by people. Government has to serve public. People shall not serve government. Government is below people. Parliament is below people. And both are arrogant. Your ministers are arrogant. Your MPs are arrogant. They are talking all killing methods. In 1 hour we will remove them. How? What do you mean by that? You don't know. Who stops you? My God. What we thought. If Gandhi had been here today, he would have been mad. He would have fainted. Where have we come? It's the same Bharat. Krishi Pradhan Bharat. He would have got mad. This is not Bharat, this is USA. Or this is some other country. He would have run away, believe me. He would have run away, flown back. Even if Subhas been there, he would have flown back. Nobody would stay in this anaerobic bacterial politicians. Shame, really shame. Country where people are treated like this. They are beaten by police. They are removed by force. What sort of state we have got? What sort of system we have got? How we have converted this system to this you can say unbecoming style. Really, I am not able to understand this. I think only Prime Minister can understand what he thinks. Such Prime Minister, such low profile, low mentally developed Prime Minister we never got. There is no guts in Prime Minister, there is no guts in Minister, there is no guts in MPs, there are no guts in other leaders, even in opposition, that they can do something for these people. No one is ready to contact to government and these people. They are leaving them to dogs, you can say. They can kill them. And someone is calling, they will enter your homes and rape. My God. What development of mind. I don't think it's a nation. It happens only in jungles. In ghost towns, such happen. I think it's a ghost town. I don't know what town it is, believe me. Where people are disappointed with press, where people are disappointed with television channels, where they do not want to talk to them. This means to what level we have reached? A level of no confidence in general, a level where no trust exists, a level there is no meaning of calling Jan Gan Man Adhinayak Jayaye. There is no meaning of anything as such. We have reached to that level. So it's surprising and amazing. It doesn't appear to me that I am watching with my eyes all this. I am hearing all this. It seems that I am in dream. Whole nation is in dream. Election is more important than lives. Election is more important than nation. Election is more important than killed children and women and kids and all those people. Election is more important, yes, for everyone. Election is more important. As if election is only life, as election is only end of life or start of life. I don't understand why. Somebody may win, somebody may not win. But movement should not stop. You want to stop a movement? Really? It seems that you are not happy with people. It seems you want to change those people your way. And people are not ready to change, not ready to listen to you. This means you are not trustworthy in public eyes. They are doing themselves. They are not supported by any anaerobic bacteria. They don't want political leadership. They want self-leadership, real leadership. And that is great achievement. Public is improving and you are fearful. Because public is improving, state of nation is improving, you are fearful. This is drawback of your leadership. You have delivered a leadership which has no legs, which has no mind, and which has no eyes. Only tongue and ears. Your leadership is that weak. When I see you deliver some speech, I feel that a robot is speaking a program, fed program. Because there is no eyes, there is no head, just parrot speech. And police, thanks God, we have such high standard police. They do not do police job, they do not do job which they should not do. They can beat people, they can hack them, they can do whatever they want. And this is not Delhi police, all police. Somebody is challenging, somebody is warning, I'll kill you, I'll kill them. Killing management is ongoing. There's no creative management, only killing management. They can kill everyone. Really shameful, really shameful. What happened to this world, I don't know. And to particular my country, what happened, I don't know. How can you know in this situation? People are living for development, people are living for happiness, people are living for nation building, people are living for social building, people are living for studies, education, people are living for science development, national development, advancement, and social development. But how can they think they are developing? They are wasting time because of government, because of parliament. Parliament is exclusive, responsible for this. All parliamentarians are responsible for this. Opposition cannot say we were not allowed to talk. You could force them to accept, you did not do that. Always sovereignty is not good, remember. Sometimes you have to be rough. I am an engineer by profession and I accept both states, both. You have to be peaceful sometimes, diplomatic, and sometimes you have to be policeman. You have to be. If you think that something is not being controlled, then you have to apply force to control that. That's also right. But it's not your entertainment. It's not for purpose of a joke, for your entertainment. Oh, this, yes, I want to beat him, I'm enjoying. I want to beat people so that I feel happy. It's not for that purpose. No. There's an American joke. If you are not happy, you are not going to some party. I met one person who was Lebanese in origin, but the American says, why didn't you come to party? I said, I'm not feeling it. I don't know to come to. Why you did not come? You should have come. I invited you. What I should have done? Don't worry, you should have come and start beating people. You should have come. If you're not happy, you start beating 2 or 3 people, your mood will rise. What a formula, you see. If you want to be happy, start beating people, 2 or 3 people you beat and you feel happy. So this is our police. Because they are very serious people, they have no treatment, online crimes and criminals and all that. I am feeling very bad. SP things, DSP things, it's very boring job. What to do? I want some, I can't even go to civils because I am duty bound. What should I do? Okay. These people are sitting there, I go there. beat 2-3 people, and there are say 20 policemen, 40-50 people, beat them, let their hands break, let their mind break, let their legs, no problem. I enjoy. Oh, I am fresh now. I bet 3 people, I bet they're in hospital. My mind is fresh now. Get me some coffee. I start working. This is principle. This is formula of our police. They are serious people. They want to enjoy by beating people. This American, good, of course. Beating is their work. They feel entertainment there. And then they say, oh, no, we didn't do that. They did that. They pelted a stone on us, so we had to save ourselves. They can enter library also to beat you. They can enter your hostel room because they want to enjoy. This is entertainment politics, entertainment procedures, developed new science, new formula. So don't expect people, public don't expect now that police would serve you. No, they are for you, for your happiness and for their happiness. You can be used as a toy, as an instrument, just like you use singing instrument or something else. They will use you for their happiness, instant happiness. So be careful. This may happen in future because they know it now. They have applied it and seen it. And there is no one to act against them. No one. If you think there will be protection to you, you have no protection. You have to protect yourself. Don't rely on police. Take self-defense. Be squeezed yourself, but have will. Do not reduce your will. You will have to face such situations in future, just like during freedom struggle, our leaders had to face that. You have to tolerate all this. You cannot run away also. If you run away, they will enjoy further. Oh, see, we have pushed them off. You will be called coward. This means you must have resistance. You must have rigidity. You must have determination and act accordingly within law's permit. Because police break the law, nobody cares. Who would care against police? So you can say this is very delicate situation in 2020 where there is no moral, no rule, and government is not determined. Yes, government is determined negatively. We have decided this. How can you say no? This question always appears in minds of government these days. Why do you say no? I have decided this. Example is Palestine, Israel, and America. Current example. America wants to dominate on those both, as if it is America's country, as America is honor of Palestine and Israel. Of course, Israel and USA are related, we know. Israel is son of America, or America, brothers, whatever they are there. But they want to damage Palestine. So America is dictator there. I will decide for this. Palestine did not support America, did not approve America, but automatically America has approved because Israel accepts America. So this is X party, you can say, monopoly, or might is right. I am your leader. I have decided this, that your territory is this, but your police is not there, your security is not there, you are not there, you sit there as slave. And this is your city, your capital, but you have no power, you have no police, you have no law and order. What we say you do and leave it, and imagine that you are sovereign. You imagine. You are not sovereign, but you imagine you are sovereign. That is how they are working. And they are forcing them to accept this. Yes, they are forcing them. Same thing happening here. You are citizen, you are voter, and I am government, I am parliament. You accept what you are saying. You are citizen, but you are not citizen. You are voter, but you want to be voter. You are my country's powerful person, but you are not powerful. I am powerful. You accept what I am saying. You recognize me or don't recognize, but you accept what I am saying. You assume that I have done good for you. Don't ask me question. because I am there. I am doing this for you. I think for you more than you think for yourself. Such kind of arrogance, such kind of capacity not even to entertain others, not even to allow them room. You are deciding something. And these parliaments, they are, I think, carrots, tomato, potato, not more than that. No parliament is more powerful than. And those who should be powerful in a position, I don't know, they are in graveyard or they are in crematorium. Where are they? I don't find them anywhere. Even on roads, I don't find them. When no opposition and no treasury, what is left? People left. People who are aggrieved, who are suffering, who are serious and who are worried, concerned. When, okay, don't worry about seriousness, but worry is there, concern is there, doubt is there. It is duty of MP and government to listen to them and to help them or find an alternative. That activity, that dharma, MPs forgot and government forgot. And also, court also forgot to some extent. Court was never like this before. Court was very pious, very creative and very helpful. But I think there has been some change due to interaction, or they don't have some power, or their power may be done, whatever the reason. I don't want to go into that detail, but public is not getting from court what it was required to get. Time is always important, remember. If there is a problem today, operation has to be done today, not after 2 months. That is what's not happening. Ultimately, I would say, again, it may be political issue, it may be government issue, it may be member of parliament issue, or whatever issue, public shall suffer. Nation shall suffer. Government shall not suffer. Modi shall not suffer, or Congress shall not suffer. Public shall suffer, public shall suffer, public shall suffer. Ultimately, you cannot avoid that. Because all these people are enjoying. All these people, MPs and government, they are not serious at all. They are not serious. They just want to speak their mind for nothing. It's very simple. See, you are representative. Go to people and ask them. After all, you cannot talk to your people. Means you are so weak. Our people are so weak. You think? Shame unto. I feel pity on this myself. Why I am calling such people MP and Prime Minister such useless people? There is no standard. There is nothing. Talk anything, speak anything. Means nobody is there to worry. Public is no value. Means I think system has crumbled somewhere. It's broken to pieces. Many pieces. Everything is being fragile. It's fragile item. Fragility has broken. Remains are here. It's a ghost town. System has become ghost town. No one is there to listen to you. No one, only ghosts. And ghosts never listen. Ghosts never listen. What shall be future of this country? Today I cannot predict. Because I don't know what shall happen to this country. If situation continues like this, it's not turmoil. It's not turmoil, it's not turbulence. It's gonna say, still smooth flow, laminar flow, not very disturbing flow. But how long? How long you have to move like this, dear friends? How long? After all, this is your country, my country. These are my baby, your baby, all people's baby. This baby's care you have to take. You may call it Bharat Mata, but ultimately it's your responsibility. You have to protect your Bharat Mata. You have to protect your Bharat. You have to protect your society. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect present and future. Because there is no protector. Those who are protected, they are not protecting. Those who have taken oath to protect, they are not doing their work. They are ignoring all us. So, should we sleep or we should think? Should we condemn ourselves or should we condemn these politicians? What we should do? Without treasury and without opposition, there can be no control. Unfortunately, both are not working. Okay, government has pride, has arrogance that we are too many, we can defeat all. Government is right. They have plenty of MPs in both houses. They can defeat everything or they can win everything. That's fine. They are drug addict. They have taken some drug and they are in that drug mood. For them, people are disappeared. People have disappeared actually. They are least bothered about public because people are not there. Only they are there. So, what to do? In that situation, there are parties who are not in power. They are also public representatives. And they are there about, you can say, 40% of strength. Around 200 MPs in Lok Sabha and others in Rajya Sabha. If government is sleeping, they are also sleeping. That's not right. But they are sleeping. What to do? They are thinking, let them do whatever doing. They are doing good work. Who? Public. Opposition is thinking, public is doing good work. Fine, public is doing good work. We don't want to join them. Don't join them. But raise their voice. We are not asking you to go and sit with them. No, we don't want that. But at least talk to them. What do you want? You are not doing your job. Government people are not doing their job. And other MPs are not doing their job. I don't understand then. How shall you reach certain solution? Who shall work for you? Who shall work for people so that this problem is eliminated? I think this problem has been generated only because of this. This is public. This is combination of all sections of society that has emerged. And these are not rich people. Remember, these are not industrialists that are on the road. These are not government officers who are on the road. These are general people. Students, girls, boys, children, or those people who are middle-aged, senior, veteran, all males and females who are regarded, who have seen life, who have crossed 80 years, 70 years, 60 years, 50 years, 100 years. Those people are concerned. Shall MP ignore them? Shall their MP, or should that MP ignore them? I don't understand minds of these MPs. They think once you are MP, you are honor of this country. You don't forget that you are MP because of public. You forget that. You remember that only when election comes. You are very much interested in Delhi election. You are not interested in national problem. This election would come and go. Nobody forgets, nobody remembers. Sheila Dixit has gone. Who remembers? She did a lot for this Delhi, which nobody has done so far. Not even this current person has done. She did a lot for Delhi. People have forgotten because that generation doesn't exist. Those young who are today, they don't know what she did. They don't know what Indira Gandhi did for nation. People forget. And these who are current criminals, they are in power. They disseminate false information. Their assistants Bhakts will false information. They do it because they are paid. They don't understand what is politics. They don't understand what is the constitution. They don't know, but they are Bhakts. Okay, let them enjoy. So Bhakts are enjoying, MPs are enjoying, government is enjoying, but public is aggrieved. Public is weeping, public is crying, and that's why I say Bharat Mata is crying because of this public, because of such people. We are helpless. But don't forget, this is public, and this public makes MP, that MP makes a government. This is public that gives you food, gives you taxes. This public gives you vote. This public does everything that is required for this nation. This public is your resource, your source. And if you ignore this public, certainly you are doing destruction of your future and destruction of this country. I am really very sad. I am really very sad that they deployed so many people for electioneering, which is not very important election, just election for Delhi Assembly, and which is also not a full state. It's only like a metropolitan council, you can say. It used to be a metropolitan council in the past. If you go and see, union territory was metropolitan council, and in place of chief minister, there used to be chief metropolitan councillor, something like that. Now it's chief minister, which is also not full chief minister. There is also actually Delhi government. It is a state assembly, you may say, or central assembly, you may say. So they are so serious about this that they want to get 70 seats, despite they did nothing for this state, this BJP guys. So I don't think that election is that important. You should just consider the election, forget people, crores of people and other problems that are happening in this country. So this, you can say, a mental weakness, I would say, or ignorance, I would say. People are ignored. People are ignored actually. While people should not be ignored, this is not right. After all, they are your people. You should respect them, love them, and you should come when there's some problem. You are not even ready to talk to them, you are criticizing them. If you criticize them, means you do not recognize them as public. You recognize, you are saying they are traitors, you are saying that they are nationals. This means you are not right government. You are insulting public, you are insulting elections, you are insulting votes, and you are insulting constitution of this country. You are insulting constitution also, under which you have taken oath. So when you insult the constitution, your oath is also insulted. Your thoughts are insulted, your acts are insulted. Means you are not actually patriot for this country. You are calling them anti-national while you are actually anti-national. So I would suggest better change your attitude and talk to people through MPs or directly as you can. And people have right to raise any questions to MPs, because after all, this is foolishness of all MPs, whoever supported this law. Really foolishness that they did not understand. They could not even foresee what result can come after this law is passed. And that is where problem lies. And either there is only ways to set this problem right, or to talk to people, make them understand, or bring certain amendments so that at least this deteriorating stage of this nation is corrected one, is reinstalled into its original structure, or restore it. But it doesn't look to happen. Somebody is talking, we'll remove them in 1 hour. Somebody is talking something and something else. That's not way to deal with people. That's not way to deal with people. You cannot even deal this way to animals. Forget people. These people are same who will be some of them may be prime minister in future. Some of them will be MP. This is way how people come out. In your time also you saw oppositions. You were in opposition for many decades. Your many ministers now they came out of such revolutions and such movements. So why public don't have more rights now? Who are you to stop them? Who is police to stop them? No one can stop someone. If they emerge, they would emerge you. As much as you suppress them, as many as they will emerge. Because if you are arrogant, public is super arrogant. If you are mild, public is mild. If you talk, public would talk. If you say no, we will kill you, then public is also ready there to be killed. Remember, don't talk nonsense. Better. Advise your ministers, advise your MPs, don't talk nonsense. And MPs should be open to public because they are public MP. They are neither Congress MP nor BJP MP. They are for public, not for a prime minister, not for minister, not for government. They are for public. Once you are MP, you are not for your party, you are for public. This point everybody must understand. This is very important. And those who don't understand this, they will certainly see problems. And remember, nobody is permanently living in this world. Indira Gandhi was no different, but she also didn't exist. So many others were no different, but they did that. They didn't exist. So you are also in queue. Public is public. In democracy, in republic, public is public. It's not kingdom. It's not jamindari. I am responsible. I am owner of whole country. When 140 crores owners are there, you are nowhere. You are elected MPs. You are responsible one. And you should, okay, if you could not do it, you start now. You have to solve this problem. And if you leave this problem unattended, then problem shall attend you, don't worry. Problem shall automatically attend you and throw you out of system. That shall be your black day. Public is calling direct day. That shall be your black day, my dear politicians, my dear MPs and my dear ministers. It is in time. Don't waste. Those people who can, you did same thing in Kashmir. You burnt Kashmir. You thought something and happened something else. You are so fearful of Kashmir. Army is still there. 9 lakh people of army is still there. People are suppressed, oppressed, and they are sitting. They are sitting Hindu Rashtra, Hindu Rashtra, Hindu Rashtra. You are not worried about people? You think people can be stopped? Now, how can you stop them? Who are you to stop them? This is country of people. It is people that makes a country. It's not prime minister, it's not a minister. People make this country, every country. Because our country is made by constitution, it's powerful. People are powerful. What power you have? Only power to use, you are not talking, that's all. You did what you wanted and you are forcing that to be implemented. Yes, temporarily you have power, but is it permanent power? How can you handle it wrong? Today, maybe there are 5% public which is running in this revolution. Maybe 10%, maybe 15%. But if you are inactive, if these leaders or anaerobic bacteria are inactive, they are not working on sewage, more and more people would join. You want that stays? That whole country should be unruly? There should be problem everywhere. People are silent, remember. Our public is very silent, passive, but it doesn't mean public is dead. Even on ventilator, they may live. Change your mind. You think if you are not talking, people are happy? Yes, they are happy. 10%, 15% maximum. Because they are your workers. But remaining public is not your worker. No, they are not your workers. If you think they are your workers, certainly you are wasting your time, you are wasting Power of to rule, you are wasting power of democracy, you are wasting national power, national image you build up or previously it was built up. You are acting against national interests. You are acting against public of this country, and you are also acting against public mandate that you got your election. Do you want to destroy all what you got, or you want to preserve what public got? Intelligence says you have to move first. MPs have to move first, and if MPs can convince, ministers can move first and must talk to people in details and solve that, because your officers are not that competent. Your officers were not elected, your MPs are elected. It is duty of an MP to serve people, and they serve also, I know, but not all. Not all. People must realize that you are there to help them. People must realize that you are their friends, or you are their elders, or you are the unions. People must realize that you have capacity, you have power to parent them, to guard them, to advise them what to do or how to resolve something. People should know that. You are a good arbitrator, you are a good consoler, you are a good communicator, or you are a good thinker for them. That kind of trust you have to infill into people. People are people. They cannot have information more than you are having, because television channels are not showing facts. Television channels are showing fabricated news, wrong news, and that is cause of problem. You are calling them Pakistan sometime, you are calling them something else. Means you are insulting people. It is people's rights to have problems solved through government or directly. And if people don't get that, what people shall do? Is it necessary to be told? I don't think so. I would simply say, in conclusion, that our time is not very good in 2020, January, February, March, because complexities do emerge. Economic problem, law and order problem, arrogance problem, education problem, science problem, engineering problem, agricultural problem, development problem. These are all problems. You are there to handle this. People are there to handle this. Parliament is there to handle them. Why they are not working in one voice? Why people are not supporting? Yes, you say people are supporting us also. Yes, if 100 support, 100 oppose the government, there should be 10 they support the government. So it has no relation. Because it's not that only 10% people are doing support, opposing government, and 90% supporting him. That's now seen that way. Only party workers are supporting you, no one else. Therefore, you may not be very intelligent, you may not be very fast, rapid moving. You should help people in whatever way you can. You should be able to communicate to people that you will be convinced we are doing everything for you. Because you have caused a threat in them, you have caused a havoc in people, that your future is in dark. This is your act has caused, your speeches of your leaders have caused, many other acts have caused such you can say delusion in mind of public. And when delusion is in mind of public, that delusion cannot go away. That cannot go away. That is what I am saying. Do not act like the illiterate person, though you are illiterate possibly, but you are in power. You have literate people, you have experts, you can consult with them, or you can call experts from public and have consult with them. Have consult say. Otherwise, you are not going to lead this country forever. You cannot lead forever. It's difficult. Well, in conclusion, I would say again, stop your arrogance, MPs. Stop your arrogance, ministers. Stop your arrogance, all government. And think for people. Think for what I should do and they should do. That kind of tendency must work. But that tendency is not working, which is really painful to me as citizen of this country and must be painful to other citizens. Though it's not painful to government, or it may be painful to government, I cannot say. So far, there is no such indication that government is serious in resolving this issue. It seems government is not serious. Government had some other intention that there should be some dispute, Indo-Muslim conflict or something that failed, and that is a real problem for this government. They wanted to enjoy that time. The people would say, "Oh, Modi is great. He is killing Muslims. He is suppressing Muslims." All that communalism disturbance didn't occur. That is best one. And I salute this revolution of students and others that they have tolerance. They thought solution. They are not provided solution because of failure of government and failure of MPs. And they should awaken to help public to solve this problem forever. And that's why I say Jai Bharat, Dhanyavad, and thank you very much.